Okay, guys, do you know what your rights are? Do you know what your flyer rights are? Flyer rights. Do you know what the airlines are responsible for on your behalf when things don't go as expected? I found the actual act that the Congress wrote, and now there's an actual dashboard on the Department of Transportation's website. I want to step through that in a second, but just watch it. But I'm going to send a link. I'm not going to go through the entire thing, but I want you to at least know it exists so that you can go and research what your rights are. Because if you have to travel anytime soon, it's going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging. And depending on where you live in this country or outside of the country, getting back to this country or leaving this country, it's right now, it doesn't give you the warm and fuzzies like it used to. Let me tell you, travel used to be my joy. Not anymore. Last week broke me down. When you see these videos of people lose that in the airport, that was me. And it's unacceptable. It makes me not want to fly again. What you going to do? I'm still recuperating. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm under the weather a little bit. I think I got I don't know, sinus, draggy. I think I have a temperature because I'm hot all night long. I've been 505. I've been in bed for the past 2 days. But I wonder, since I'm up early anyway, because I'm 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I should not see these times. But anyway, I wanted to jump up, at least put this video on here so that there's a place where you can go find what your rights are. Now, also, I think C. Being Lee sent me a story about United. I think that was him sent it to me about American. Did you know American will bump you if your flight connections are too close? In other words, if I'm flying to Florida, from Florida going to Puerto Rico, if my connection is only 1 hour, they can just bump me. So even though you know you have enough time, especially if the planes are on time, you can run from A to B or from A21 to A29, depending on where the gates are, because the gates do change. But did you know that they bump you automatically? So you get there, you walk up, you stand in there 30 minutes early, you're ready to board and find out that your ticket is gone. I used to wonder how somebody's sitting in a seat and then you get on and you look at your ticket and you go, oh, that's my seat. Are you sure you are in 13B? I'm in 13B. Guess what? If I'm in the seat first, it's my seat. I'm not getting out. You're going to have to drag my ass out of there. That's for call the cops. You're going to have to escort me out. Let's put it that way. You're not going to drag me out, but you're going to have to call the cops to get me off this flight. It's a problem. It's a problem. Or you're going to need to tell me how you're going to compensate me right off the bat, especially if I'm on a trip for business where I absolutely have to be somewhere at a certain time, because we commit to $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 per trip where I need to go to a large events. So with hotel and all this stuff and going to Vegas and there for 2 or 3 days and food and hotel, and it adds up. So if I'm late or I miss my day, I don't know if they can compensate me. I don't know if they have that much money, or they have that much money, but I don't know if they want to compensate me. But that just brings up, what are my rights? What are your rights? So again, this is the dashboard on the Transportation Department's website. And you know who the Transportation Secretary is? There's so many secretaries right now. I don't know what the hell. Their experience has nothing to do with their job. The Secretary of Transportation is Sean Duffy, a former actor from The Real World. I actually watched The Real World. I actually watched that season back in the 90s or 80s or whenever the hell that was. This guy's running the Transportation Department and has absolutely no experience in transportation. Nothing. Hasn't a clue what's going on. So you need to know your rights. You need to know your rights before you fly. It's not all warm cherries and strawberries. You're going to have issues. You got to go through the East Coast anywhere, near Newark. Flying, I want to say it. I want to say flying is not safe. I want to say flying is not safe, but I'm not going to say it. Anyway, let's check out this dashboard right away. And delay dashboard. Let's jump through just a few things. I'm not going to read every line, but let's start with the first paragraph and then we'll jump in to the actual dashboard itself. You need to know your rights. I'm still learning. I've been flying. Since I was 23, I guess I've been flying. I'm 62 now, so it's been a while. So I don't know all my rights. I'm still fighting with Expedia. I'm still fighting with United. I feel like I got, and I'm not that guy to just walk away from getting got. So listen, I'm the type of guy that will spend $1,000 to justify $100 getting ripped off on. Fair is fair. I got this thing about being even, being fair. My whole life just ran into situations that were not fair. This country's not fair. So anyway, and now the airlines with what's going on and the tariffs and the planes clipping and they dropping out of skies and they're running in the helicopters, it is a nightmare. It used to be my joy, not anymore. But I want you to know what your rights are. So let's jump into this first paragraph. The U.S. Department of Transportation has created this dashboard to ensure the traveling public has easy access to information about the services that U.S. airlines provide to mitigate passengers' inconveniences when the cause of a cancellation or delay was due to circumstances within the airline's control. I don't know if that means I don't know if that means when a part falls off. That's under the airline's control. I would assume it is. But anyway, let's just jump straight into it. Commitments for controllable cancellations. The first one said, now hopefully you can see this, rebook passengers on same airline at no additional cost. Every airline. And this is going over the majors, okay? It's not going over Southwest, EastJet, whatever that is, but this is going over Alaska, Allegiant, American, Delta, Frontier, Hawaiian, JetBlue, Southwest, Spirit, and United. Where the hell is Hawaiian? And Allegiant? I don't know. Anyway, so rebook on partner airline or other airline with which it has an agreement at no additional cost. Like I said last week, you need to know who are partners for your airline because they will slap you on something that you don't want to be on. Now, if you don't fly often, you don't know what you don't like. But if you fly enough, you know who sucks and who don't. If you watch the news, you kind of know who sucks and who don't. So to rebook on a partner airline at no additional cost, Alaska does. Well, let me just go through who doesn't. Allegiant doesn't, Frontier doesn't, Southwest, and Spirit, the cheapest. Okay. Meal or meal cash voucher when cancellation results in a passenger waiting for 3 hours or more new flight. Now, this is domestic, by the way. Everybody does. They'll give you this. Now, I had 3 vouchers the other day. They were $22 each. And she gave me I should have gotten 2. She gave me 3 because she kind of felt some kind of way for me. She saw what I was going through. Mind you, these are Canadian dollars. So this is like $16, $17, whatever. And if you think $66 is a lot of money, even if it was US, it's not. Not at an airport, not at a hotel. And if you know prices are going up just in general, think of what they are at the airport. It's a straight up ripoff. So let's see. That's everybody does that. So you'll get a voucher from everybody. Complimentary hotel accommodations for any passenger affected by an overnight cancellation. The only person that doesn't, Frontier. Frontier don't give a damn. You sleeping on the floor in the airport. You are not getting compensated. They are not paying for your hotel. A complimentary ground transportation to and from hotel for any passenger affected by an overnight stay. Now, I don't know why this is not everybody. Again, Frontier is out of it, but every hotel has a shuttle. So if they put you in a hotel, well, I guess, but they're not giving you a hotel. So hence the reason they're not giving you a shuttle. So I get that. Okay. Cash compensation when a cancellation results in passenger waiting for 3 hours or more from the scheduled departure time. No one does. Okay. They're not going to pay you any money for within 3 hours. Credit travel voucher when cancellation results in passenger waiting for 3 hours or more from the scheduled departure time. So over 3 hours, then you have, well, let me see. It's the same idea. Okay. Then you have, let's see, where am I? Okay. You have Alaska, you have Hawaiian, you have JetBlue. I'm having to read down here. And you have Southwest. Okay. So those are the ones that'll give it to you. It's really strange why some of the others aren't included in that for more than 3 hours. Anyway, frequent flyer miles when cancellation results in passenger waiting for 3 hours or more from the scheduled departure time. The only one to do, Alaska and Hawaiian. This is just, I don't know what the method to the madness is here, but okay. So again, I just wanted to show you this site, the U.S. Department of Transportation's dashboard for flyers' rights. Know your rights. I'm not going to get into the details. I'll put the link in the description of this video. Make sure you check that out. Know your rights before you fly, because I'm going to tell you that the drama is real. It will be too soon if I got to fly again. Remember, travel was my joy. Not anymore. Right away. So there you go. You see where I'm coming from. There is a place where you can go check your rights. You just need to know where to go look. And I would definitely say research this before you fly. If you don't fly a lot, you need to research this. If you don't fly a lot, even if you fly a lot, I fly a lot. And There's so much I don't know. And you're just a hostage. You're just sitting there waiting for them to corral you to another area. Or these 22-year-olds, I'm sorry to the 22-year-olds, but when you try to step me through or scoop me through or just the attitude, TSA the same. I'm 62. Flying sucks now. So if you got to fly, be prepared. That's all I'm saying. Check out this website. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you go down and hit subscribe. And definitely like. It helps that YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying?
So hey girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This is why I watch DC Rob.
Kini excited, dili na mag-online. Dun sabay dugayan, chika babes kay nasulan. Idol ipadulan, ako ang padulan. Para may lumluman, dili-dili na tuluman. Ay, shock pa, makalok-kaloka. Si Bona sexy, lawas murag Coca-Cola. Ang kaanyag ni mo sa akong kalibutan nga saan. Wala ko ikatubag, ikaw ra kong matawag. Murag kagabun sa kabugnaw sa taas. Sa imong paghawas, lawas ni mo lapas. Sinut walay gas-gas, ako amo baspas.
Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.